Easter is built on a specific kind of manufactured innocence. We hide brightly colored eggs in the park and watch kids spend the afternoon reaching through the green grass to find a reward. But that innocence can vanish in a single movement. Imagine the child pulling their hand back, and instead of finding a plastic egg filled with candy, they are holding a human skull. In April 2026, a family attending an Easter egg hunt near the wetlands of DeForest Park in Long Beach, California, lived this. While searching for treats in the dirt, they stumbled upon the skeletal remains of a small child. The discovery triggered an immediate lockdown. While the family remained in shock, police officers erected canopies to shield the area, and medical examiners scoured the surrounding wetlands for further fragments of the skeleton. We treat Easter as an untouchable sanctuary for children, but that safety is often an illusion. It is a day uniquely susceptible to the dark realities of the outside world bleeding into the grass. The threat to holiday innocence does not always come from a grisly discovery. Frequently, it comes from the adults meant to protect the tradition. In 2016, a free Pez-sponsored event in Connecticut, designed as a community celebration for toddlers, had to be abruptly canceled due to a total collapse of social decency. Before the hunt could even officially start, hundreds of parents stormed the field. Eyewitnesses described the adults behaving like locusts, breaking kids' baskets and pushing past crying toddlers to grab the candy for themselves. The high-pressure expectation of a perfect holiday can cause a complete breakdown of the social contract. It turns a children's event into a site of adult greed and aggression. To understand why holidays behave this way, criminologists use routine activity theory. It examines how our crime patterns shift when our daily business-as-usual routines are disrupted. This chart tracks 2016 daily averages for larcenies and robberies against a standard weekday baseline. Notice the trend. Street crimes drop significantly on major holidays. This is driven by guardianship. Gathering with family and neighbors naturally deters outside criminals seeking isolated targets. However, this data has a significant blind spot. The same gatherings that provide safety from strangers also create high-pressure environments. By packing families into close quarters, holidays increase the risk that intimate internal tensions will boil over into violence. This paradox was visible at a church-hosted Easter egg hunt in a Mississippi park, where the holiday crowd became the backdrop for a tragedy. A domestic dispute over child custody broke out in the middle of the celebration. When bystanders stepped in to de-escalate the argument, the suspect produced a firearm and opened fire on the crowd. Deacon Eddie Shedd, the head of security for the ministry, was killed while intervening. Witnesses noted he was intentionally moving to shield children in the vicinity from the gunfire. Safety in numbers only protects us from the outside. It offers no defense when the threat is someone who was already invited into the sanctuary of the gathering. Perhaps the most extreme evidence of this kind of internal threat occurred on Easter Sunday, 1975, in Hamilton, Ohio. On the front lawn, 11 members of the Rupert family had gathered for a quiet afternoon. The children were outside, participating in an Easter egg hunt in the spring sun. Inside the house, 41-year-old James Rupert woke up and loaded 4 weapons. He walked downstairs and shot his brother, his mother, and his sister-in-law. He then methodically killed all 8 of his nieces and nephews, the youngest of whom was only 4 years old. The crime was clinical and fast. In less than 5 minutes, Rupert fired 44 shots. 40 of those rounds hit their targets, ensuring no one in the house survived. Afterward, Rupert called the police and waited just inside the front door for authorities to arrive. When investigators entered the home, they found the only sign of a struggle was a single overturned wastepaper bin. The most horrifying holiday tragedies occur when the monsters are not hiding in the shadows of the park, but sitting at the dinner table. We use holidays like Easter to build a wall of tradition and candy to hide from the dark parts of the world. But tradition does not change human nature. It amplifies it by increasing the emotional stakes and forcing proximity between people who might otherwise stay apart. As you gather with family this year, ask yourself, are you actually safer together, or just making it easier for monsters to find you?